16 years. That's how long it's been since Cleveland has elected a new mayor.
7 candidates are battling to replace Mayor Frank Jackson, who's retiring at the end of the year. We asked each of them to step off the campaign trail and talk to us about key issues in the race, including economic recovery and crime and safety.
We also asked them about their favorite Cleveland people, places, and things.
All but one agreed to one-on-one interviews at Cleveland Public Theater. Here's a preview of our series, Leading the Land, the Cleveland Mayor's Race 2021.
Good morning.
You told me I was going to get film coming. Oh, sweet. Look at this, man.
Looking at both cameras or?
Hello, everybody. You guys waiting on me? Sure am.
Oh, man, good. We got to get you thriving, man.
Let's just jump right in when these guys are ready.
Ready.
What is the most important police reform you will pursue as mayor?
The consent decree, do you think we've achieved the goals of that?
Does Cleveland have a systemic race problem?
What's the first thing you're going to do as mayor?
To help the city recover from the pandemic.
Do you support public funding of the proposed renovation of Progressive Field?
What will you do as mayor going forward to close the digital divide?
I would say...
Oh, you can't be on that one.
Oh, man.
The first thing I'm going to do is focus where...
Well,
Man, that's a great one.
Let's just jump right in when these guys are ready.
Ready.
What is the most important police reform you will pursue as mayor?
The first reform is funding. The city has been hoarding money. It's sitting on over $80 million in funds that could be used to hire more police.
For me, it's going to be executing the Civilian Oversight Review Board. That's going to be on the ballot this November.
Accountability.
Period.
We need to make sure that we're giving the police the tools and the support that they need to do this very difficult job.
We're going to hold police accountable, but at the same time, we are going to make sure that officers have the best equipment that they need. Not only police, but you have firemen who are living in fire stations that are falling apart.
Neighborhood police mini stations.
Would you bring them back?
When I was a child, we had neighborhood police stations, and that's how I first met police officers, when they would be walking the beat or sitting in their office down the street. Yes, the neighborhood stations would be back.
So I'll bring that back. I mean, it's not about just a place for police to sit. They'll be walking the streets.
Roughly 51% of our cops are walking the beat. The other 49% are in desk jobs. That allocation of our forces doesn't make any sense to me. I want to shift that mix to 70% walking the beat, patrolling our community.
That's my goal. That is part of my plan. Foot patrols, bike patrols, community relations committee, community service unit, and just making sure that we really fully understand all the uniqueness of every Cleveland neighborhood.
You're going to see me walking the beat itself. You're going to see me in classrooms. You're going to see me bringing city services to the people. And I think, and also for the police, you're going to have a champion mayor who's not just going to criticize, but also is going to make sure that you have high quality equipment to be able to do your job.
Illegal dirt bike riders have not only become sort of a symbol of lawlessness, but there is a legitimate safety issue that comes along with it. How do you plan to address it?
When I'm elected mayor, that ends. I intend to crack down on all of those gangs who feel that they have the right to take over neighborhoods, to take over parks, to take over streets, to bring a form of lawlessness to this community.
This propaganda that's going out by some of my competitors who are saying that these riders are riding around, shooting guns and things. This thing is not true. The first thing that I would want to do, that I'm doing right now, is sit down with them, hear their concerns. They're human beings just like everyone else. Now, we won't tolerate the donuts in the middle of the street.
License them like you have to have every other vehicle on the street. If you drive a car or a truck, you have to be licensed and regulate them on the state level as well as on the city level.
I mean, when you look at a Kelly Jackson administration that's gone along with these dirt bike riders, appeased these dirt bike riders, that the fact that we're going to build a $2.3 million dirt bike track, which you know I voted against. You know, when you do those type of things, then they feel as if, okay, everything's all right, everything's cool. But it's not all right.
We need to involve the community to where they see them. And then we just really have to make sure that when there's a call, that it becomes a priority call, that these dirt bikes are at a certain intersection, they're gassing up, they are fueling. We need to make sure that the police respond quickly.
I believe we need a special unit inside of our police department to track down and crack down on these ATVs.
What's the first thing you're going to do as mayor
To help the city recover from the pandemic.
And if you look at who has really been hurt by COVID, it's been our restaurant operators, street level retail, hospitalities industry. We need to make sure through using American Recovery Act dollars that we support that base of the economy.
I don't think we can talk in terms of a, quote, recovery from the pandemic, because it's quite possible that we may have this challenge of a COVID virus or variants of it with us for a long time.
Well, we have a moonshot moment and opportunity right now with the relief fund we're getting from President Biden, over $511 million. You know, if I'm mayor, I want to leverage that investment to a couple billion to make sure that we can have the capital we need to better invest in our neighborhoods.
I take that $500 million that we have and I put it giving it to work with small businesses. Small businesses are the lifeline of our community.
You know, Mark, you're my favorite, man.
Yeah, oh, everybody says that about me, so somebody wants something.
The first thing I would do, if half of the $511 million is left over, would be to, number one, help small businesses, make sure that they are stable in our community. I was able to just recently bring home $350 million to help clean up our vacant and contaminated properties all throughout the city of Cleveland. I would love to create job hubs on those sites and attract businesses.
What else would be your priority with that $500 million?
I still live in Mount Pleasant, but the people in West Park know what's best for West Park. It's not for me to dictate to West Park what's good for West Park. I need to listen to the people in West Park.
We will increase affordable housing here in our city. The next thing is we want to have better technology in regards of city services. The city should not take months for a simple business permit. Right? The city right now hasn't been good for residents, nor has it been good for businesses.
So broadband is going to be a place where we start.
We want to make sure that we use the surplus funds and some of the American Rescue Act money for protecting our neighborhoods.
Obviously, the digital divide is a major issue. And, you know, this council leadership and mayor missed an opportunity nearly 5 years ago by not taking action and swift action to eradicate the digital divide.
Do you support public funding for the proposed renovation of Progressive Field?
Why or why not?
Oh yeah, I definitely do. We own it.
I think that it is critical that we keep the Guardians in the city of Cleveland. Progressive Field has been very good for the city of Cleveland financially.
Well, I haven't seen the agreement. You know, I am the quintessential Cleveland Indians fan. You may not know this, but in 1964, I was first runner-up in the Cleveland Indians Bat Boy contest.
Yes, I would support that proposal. If you look at the economic benefit that we will get from the investment in the Guardians field, that's about $3.2 billion.
Well, it is a great economic and civic asset. The public has not been involved in these discussions yet. Even City Council found out at the last minute. And that just screams to me as a lack of transparency.
Well, wait a minute. I want to go back to this, okay? Right now, the lease is a black box. We don't know what's in it.
Whatever comes to you quickly for this.
Yeah.
What's your favorite city park?
Ooh, it's got to be Zelma George Park. That's where I learned how to play ball like a man. back in the day?
You know, of course, the Fannie Lewis Park, right in Ward 7. But I've been really enjoying Lincoln Park, Fannie Lewis Park. Of course, Luke Easter Park is always where we have
I'm
most
not going
fun
to
at.
let you name them all.
Yeah.
Oh, the Worthington Park. It's behind the First District. My wife and I walk there all the time. We love it.
I would say Woodhill Park. Woodhill Park is my favorite because it was the closest park to me. But then can I add a second one? Sure. Can I add Williams Park? Yeah. Because I grew up right down the street off 120, it's off 124th and Buckeye.
Low Park.
Luke Easter Park.
Who's been the best mayor in your lifetime?
Man, that's a great one. Mike White.
Well, you got to give me two on that one. George Voinovich and Mayor Mike White.
Well, Jackson's been there for 16 years. I don't want to say that one.
Carl Stokes. No question about it.
I would probably say Mike White. You know, I would say Mike White.
I would say early on in Mayor Jackson's administration, but I did like some of the policies that Mayor White put in place, but I didn't really know.
Frank Jackson.
Burke Lakefront Airport. Keep it open or close it?
Build the most beautiful park in the world, right there.
Close it.
That is something where an irresponsible politician will just say close it. It's a complicated issue.
I want to make it the best lakefront available for residents. So I want to close Burke. I don't know if I want to close Burke Lakefront or have a lakefront designed for residents to go to with Burke still there.
You know, the experts say that there's no way that we can close it right now at the moment.
Cleveland Indians, Cavs, or the Browns? Who's your favorite?
The Browns, man, the Browns. I'm a Browns guy. Now, when LeBron was here, you know, I was much more of a Cavs fan.
Well, some of my friends like the Indians, and some of my friends like the Browns, and some of my friends like the Cavs. Me, I'm for my friends.
All three.
Cavs.
Browns.
Why?
I'm just a football guy.
Cleveland's corporate community, friend or foe?
Friend.
Friend and key partner.
I have higher standards for corporate Cleveland. There's a lot that needs to be changed, a lot that needs to be done.
Both.
Friend. Or were they were before this campaign anyway.
Oh, I'm their new best friend.
If you triage City Hall departments, which one needs surgery right now?
The mayor's department, they have people falling over each other, trying to figure out what they do. I'm going to reorganize the mayor's office and the cabinet.
Economic development.
Oh, man, building and housing.
Department of Health.
Oh, building and housing.
Who is your second choice for Cleveland mayor?
Zach Reed. Oh, I think Zach is terrific.
I don't have a second choice. It's only one choice, and that's Zach Reed.
I would say State Senator Sandra Williams. Probably a bias because we both go to the same church.
I am the only candidate, in my opinion.
I might write in Blaine Griffin.
Oh, man. Bashir. I'm the first choice and my second choice.